Here's what a financial advisor is not. A financial advisor is not an estate planner. You need to go to an attorney to talk about that. A financial advisor, if they're going to earn their keep, they're going to make you money, not lose you money. Financial advisors are only for the people that have money in the market. So a financial advisor to me is somebody that's managing an IRA or a 401k or a Roth or something like that. But they're actually managing it and not passively putting money there and allowing it to just do whatever the market does, and you're supposed to hang in there. An advisor is looking at the economy. They're looking at the world economy. They're watching, they're looking at trends so that if the market's going to crash, you moved out of that market. You might have a marketing guide. You might look at your financial advisor as the guy that's marketing your grain, doing puts and calls and marketing cattle. That might be your financial advisor in that aspect if you don't have money in an IRA or something like that. And typically, these people aren't super important in farming because most farmers just put their money back in the farm.
Yeah, and I think that you bring up a good point there, because I think that sometimes that creates problems later on when we don't have anything to retire to, or we don't have anything to retire with. Then the land becomes our retirement plan, and that means Junior's got to buy it from the bank again, right? While the stock market and financial advisors, say what you will about them, we still shouldn't be without a plan that allows us to retire without the next generation having to buy the ranch from the bank. Would you agree with that?
Yes, there should be an exit strategy of some sort. I don't care if it's Junior rents it from you and the rental is your income, but then his purchase price comes off his rent that he paid. Because he's going to have to rent land. If he didn't have his own, he's going to have to rent it from somebody. To me, that's a great idea. Just don't make him rent it, pay for your retirement, and then we get to buy it from the siblings again. Right. No, I just rented it for 30 years. So why am I buying it? But here's my take on farmers and ranchers in the market. There's a couple of things that I see. One, their money's in the market and then they go to the bank and they borrow money for operating, or they borrow money for equipment or cattle. Well, they're paying more in interest to the bank on that loan than they are making in that retirement account. Why? If you know ranching, why do you have money there? Or I talked to a guy that he had a whole bunch of money in his IRA, so he didn't buy land because he's like, oh, I just don't have the money to buy the land. It's all sitting in his IRA. And it did what? Took a 20% hit last year when he could have bought the land and he would have had an entire another farm. That farm's going to be worth more because he's like, it was on the edge of town. It could have been developed. Like, I just wasn't thinking until 30 days after the sale. I thought, oh my gosh, I have all this money sitting here. I could have drained that account and bought that land. Why are we putting money into a retirement account when we want to grow an operation? And then somebody might say, well, you need to have retirement because then the kids don't have to rent the ground from you. They don't have to buy it. You don't have to sell it. Farming is a risk. IRAs are a risk. Can we put something somewhere where there's some guarantees and we don't have to risk everything?
Right.
And when we need it, when commodities drop and we do need to go get that money, now we have a 10% penalty. So, I mean, it's no secret that I hate the stock market. Like, I have a whole chapter on it in the book, right? So there's no secret to that. It's not fitting. All these young people are putting money into IRAs because they have off the farm jobs, but they want to farm. Well, you got to wait till you're 59 and a half then.
Yeah.
If you don't want the penalty.
Right.
Or for the next pandemic so they can waive the penalty on $100,000.
Yeah.
Financial advisors are not teaching you how to create cash flow. And Ranching for Profit is cash flow. Your podcast is cash flow. All of these things we are talking about, the buy sell, that's all cash flow. Like, it's all about creating cash flow. And that is not being taught on the financial advisor side. It's you buy and you pray. And let's hope that it's there when you retire.
Right.